Hey guys, and finally back. I know it took a lot longer than it was supposed to, but I'm finally back. I just got back home earlier this morning. It is actually 7:10 in the morning. I'm not gonna lie there. 7:10 in the morning. Just got back home. Like I said, just got back home earlier this morning at around like 5:30 was when I finally stepped foot in this house. And good gosh, does it feel like I've been away from home for so long that it just feels like a completely different house right now for me. Um, so for those of you that are wondering why it took so long, I was basically only like scheduled to be or like planned to be there for like no more than a week and a half. But my grandmother, you know, I had already told you guys I was going out to go meet my grandmother. Um, to go see her while she was sick with leukemia, um, out in California, and it just so happened that she just so happened to pass away while I was there. And well, I mean, the funeral was supposed to like normally the funeral would happen like in the next like 3 to 5 days or so, but because there's this sort of holy day for in Buddhism to be buried, where basically the heavens open up, and if you're not into religion, then feel free to skip ahead of this part. But there's a specific day, like there's a specific holy day in in Buddhism where basically the heavens open up and all your sins will be forgotten and all that stuff, and usually it's a perfect day to be buried and stuff like that. So she passed away on November 2nd, and the funeral, like her burial, was supposed to be was scheduled for it to be November 23rd, which was 5 days ago. It was on, I believe, a Sunday. Uh, so yeah, took a very very long time. So I was basically stuck there with nothing to do. I had contemplated on making videos out there, but honestly, the videos wouldn't be too great quality anyways. The house that I was living in was just constantly riddled with background noise, and I didn't have my own space. I was out in the living room, so I couldn't really do anything. So I just decided, you know what, I'll just wait until I get back home. Well, actually, so the funeral happened on the 23rd. Well, not the yeah, the funeral and the burial happened on the 23rd. The very next day, on the 24th, I flew out to Sacramento to go see my ex stepmom and my half sister out in Sacramento. And so after a lot of talking and just kind of like catching up, because I haven't seen you know back when my sister was back when I last saw my sister, she was about like this big. She wasn't even a year old, and now she's 13 years old, and she's big, and she's all grown up and stuff like that. And I haven't seen my ex stepmom in 12 years, so it was a good time to catch up with her again as well. So anyway, long story short, we had talked about all the stuff that she had been doing and all the stuff that she's starting up right now, and I see, it just she seems to be able to take better care of me. Um, like she probably she has like better like ambitions for me, if that makes sense. Like she's able to help out my future a lot better than what I am doing right now. I mean, just coming back home, and it's like I'm really lonely out here. Like I have my neighbors, they're all university students, either that or they're elderly and they're retired, and they don't really, I can't really vibe with them much. So I mean, all the people that are my age around here are all university students, and I can't hang out with them. There's just no way. So, I'm sorry if my eyes look very red or if they're like baggy. I can see they're kind of baggy right now. I didn't really sleep well on the plane. There was this freaking stupid baby that was crying the whole damn time, and the parents didn't do crap. Kicking the back of my seat on the plane. Also, it was a connecting flight too. which was sucked. It sucked even more. I can't just have a fucking. This is the thing with my dad. He makes so much money, right? He keeps touting that he makes $80 an hour, being the, director of player development and stuff like that. He keeps touting that he makes $80 an hour, and that his bonus checks are more than what some people make in a year. And I'm just like, okay, good for you. He still flies the cheapest freaking airline out there, which is Spirit. Spirit sucks. Like, they're so stingy about fucking luggage. You go to check in the luggage, it's $50. I much prefer Southwest. Southwest, the seats are nicer. Actually, you get to choose wherever you want to fucking sit. First of all, I'm sorry if I cursed there. I'm just really frustrated. But you get to pick where you want to sit. You can have up to 2 checked luggages for free, because honestly, why would you pay $50 for something that isn't, like, you don't even pay that much for shipping. I mean, depending on what you get. If you get like $1 million guitar, $170 shipping, still, like the ratio of that is like nothing. Like, if you're gonna buy $1 million guitar, you can afford $170 worth of shipping. But like, $50 for a checked luggage. Like, what? Checked luggage should always be like, the first checked luggage should always be free. At least Southwest throws in 2 checked luggages for free. Spirit, you gotta freaking check in $50. And they're so fucking stingy. You can't carry on 2 freaking bags. Well, I mean, we got away with it this time. Somehow I was able to carry on both of my bags without having to check it in. But like, honestly, Spirit, it just, they're such a pain to deal with. Fly Southwest. Southwest is so much better. Anyway, both of my flights were connecting, going to LA and then coming back to home to Tampa. So the first flight, it was early in the morning from Tampa to Chicago, which is nice. I get to go visit my hometown for the first time in forever. I get stopped at O'Hare and I ate some good lunch and stuff like that. I had a nice, Chicago burger, and I had probably the strongest tasting root beer like I've ever tasted ever, which is really good stuff. So I was supposed to be there for 3 hours. And all of a sudden, there's a freaking delay, all because some flight attendant had to call off or whatever, and so they were scrambling to find another flight attendant. So I was backed up there for another 2 hours. I was supposed to leave at like 4 p.m. We didn't get off taking. We didn't go taking off until like 7:15. And by the time I got in to LA, it was already like 9:30 or something like that. I don't remember exactly what time it is. I'm probably making the times wrong a little bit, but I got to LA at 9:30. It took me 11 p.m. to get home. I literally spent the entire day traveling. The trip update video, you should know that. I was up really, really early in the morning. And I basically was on a plane at an airport the entire freaking day. Ugh, anyway. And then coming back home, which I just did right now, we spent the morning and most of the afternoon just kind of hanging out, and we ate breakfast at a sushi restaurant, which is pretty freaking good. I like it. But yeah, we weren't supposed to leave until like 5 p.m. So we had the entire day to do stuff, and then we went on the plane, fly to Las Vegas first, stay there about 3 hours, and then from Las Vegas we fly out to Tampa, and we get home at 4:30 in the morning. I'm just, why? Like, why? Uh, I uh, I don't understand. It's just connecting flights are way, way, way too aggravating to deal with. I'd rather just get a straight flight. But anyway, so long story short, I don't know if I said this already. Again, it's 7:20 in the morning. You know, I must have been slurring some of my words. I know I sound like I'm kind of like under the influence of something. I'm just super tired. I didn't get a chance to sleep on the plane. I'm gonna pass out right after this. Um, but yeah. Um, long story short, it's just there's a lot better opportunities out for me in Sacramento. So now that I'm back home, I'm gonna start, basically cleaning this place up a little bit before I go. I'm gonna start packing my stuff, and yeah. So unfortunately, this means that the videos are pretty much gonna have to come to a complete stop, because the place I'm moving to, it's actually it's this might sound a little weird, but it's actually a bird store. So I'm gonna be living inside of a bird store, and birds are freaking loud. If you want more information, you can always hit me up on my social media links down below in the description. If you want more information, if you're kind of curious, how the heck are you staying in a bird store? Kind of just, again, long story short, they furnish some back part of it to be able to be used as a house, but the majority of the property is a bird store, and I'm gonna be staying in a small little room on the side of it, which is not connected to the rest of the house. So I'm not gonna be all the way in the back. I'm gonna be kind of in the middle of the bird store. There's a small little closet area that I can stay in. It's not really a closet. It's bigger than a closet. But the birds are going to be very, very loud, and I have a very small space to operate in. It depends, though. It depends if I want to set up in that little room, or if I want to set up in the actual living section of the house. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But it is a very quiet town. But at least I at least have something. I feel like I'm gonna be around an actual family and not just by myself. It's just so lonely and depressing out here. And plus, I'm just sick of the Florida heat. I'm out of here. But yeah, it's gonna be it. The videos are gonna have to pretty much come to a complete stop for now. I can't. I don't think I can. I don't think there's any feasible way for me to be able to make videos out there with the birds and stuff always continuing to scream and all that stuff. When in the mornings they go crazy and they start screaming, and they're very loud. Cause I went there, I checked it out, and it's freaking nuts. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm gonna have to do this. But I have to do what's best for my own life right now. Because, honestly, if YouTube was self-sustaining, if I had 200,000 subscribers and, I was making good money off of this and I was doing this full time, I wouldn't be moving out to Sacramento. I wouldn't be doing any of this stuff. I would be staying here, and I'd be, dedicating as much of my time to YouTube as possible. Sadly, I don't have that many. I only have 21 subscribers, and I don't really. There's not a lot of people watching my videos, so it's again, and YouTube has always just been a hobby. I've sometimes thought about maybe trying to make it a career. It's always been a hobby, and it will continue to be a hobby. But there are some times where it's not possible to continue doing a hobby for the short future. I know I kept saying, oh, I'll be back and I'll be, all this stuff. Honestly, I think I just need to take another break from YouTube. I can't dedicate myself to this, It's really tough. I know I have a few friends that have added me that watch my videos. I know a few of you have added me on on Twitter and Discord and stuff like that. So if you're watching, you know who you are. Thank you. You're freaking awesome. But yeah, I'm getting cold. I'm gonna go ahead and bundle myself up in the blanket. I don't want to walk all the way down there and get my hoodie. But yeah, YouTube isn't self-sustaining. It's not even close to being self-sustaining, and considering all the YouTube drama that there is right now about the whole, like, that whatever bill, the PACA bill or whatever, it's just gonna make things even more tough. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Like, honestly, YouTube, I have no clue why are you doing this? You know, it's like, you can just, isn't age restriction a thing? Like, and why the harsh punishment of like what, $44,000 or $42,000 fine per video? Especially if some people just make, like, some people like me who make YouTube videos just as a hobby. You know, like, I want to be able to throw out, you know, swear words from, you know, time and again. I don't want to have to just, or you know, like, why does all this stuff have to be so strictly regulated? Like, YouTube is slowly turning political, I swear. And I don't want to get into the whole political argument right now on my channel. Even though there's only, like, you know, even though there's not a lot of viewers, you know, once politics get thrown into the mix, oh my gosh, things go freaking bonkers, and you can just never quiet it down without causing a bigger firestorm. It's a complete mess. I'm not gonna get into it. I don't want it to happen, so please don't start any drama in the comments if people even do comment down below, because like I said, I don't have that many viewers. So yeah. But that whole YouTube thing, you know, I'm completely stopping right now because of that thing too. We'll see if, because, you know, later on in the year, we're going to be moving back out into the city in Sacramento. I forgot to mention this. This place is out in like the countryside, so it's kind of, you know, not in the middle of nowhere, but it's kind of like far away from stuff. I would say it's in between. It's in between Sacramento and San Francisco, so it's between the two big cities. But it's kind of, there's not a lot, you know, out there, which I like. Personally, I like that kind of stuff. You know, I don't like to be in a university city like this where there's a whole bunch of people around and you don't get to interact with anybody because, you know, you just can't vibe with them. Either that or they just don't want to be your friend, and it's just so fucking depressing and, you know, whatnot. There it is. I just said another swear word. But yeah. Also, if you've been hearing that rattling, my laptop fan actually kind of bonked itself on the vacation. The bearing got loose, so later on during the day, I'm gonna go ahead and go out to the computer store that's right next to me, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that fixed, or at least see. It shouldn't take too long, but honestly, it might take like a few days. I don't want that to happen because I need some entertainment, but hey, that's probably gonna happen, so I'm already prepared for it. Anyways, this video's gotten way too long. It's 19 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling. I need to go shower, or I'm gonna do that when I wake up. But I need to go to sleep. My eyes look, kind of. They've been looking a little red. Maybe it's because of the bad camera quality. But you can see my eyes are clearly baggy. I didn't get any sleep on the plane at all, so I definitely need to sleep. It's 9. It's not 9. It's 7:30. Gosh, if it was 9, I'd be completely just passed out by now. But yes, I need some sleep. This video's gotten way too long. You know me, I ramble all the freaking time. So yeah, without any further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later.